there's overwhelmingly positive response to the requirement. I would say it's a 90-10 positive versus 10 negative. We heard from so many people saying we were waiting a bit before we bought tickets, and now with this, we're definitely buying tickets right away. So that's a very good thing for our shows and our producers and theater owners.
Is Springsteen a good case study here? How's that working out?
Well, certainly, Springsteen is always a good case, and his requirement of proving you were vaccinated was certainly a very important step. He did not require the masks, but with the Delta variant, things changed.
Right. Of course, the other angle is international travel, and there's a lot of people who argue you can't really get back to houses at full capacity until some of these restrictions fall. There were some hopes that was going to happen in the last couple of weeks. It has not happened yet. How are you thinking about that right now? Do you see that dropping anytime soon?
Actually, we were planning on the international travelers not being here back so quickly. History has shown when international travel goes down, domestic travel goes up. And if you think about it, that's kind of logical. If people aren't coming here, people here probably aren't going there. So we had planned on a year, maybe a bit more, for the international travelers to be back full force. But we are expecting great domestic tourism.
Charlotte, what's your read on the confidence of theater goers? I mean, are they buying tickets way in advance, or are tickets mostly purchased closer to the performance dates?
Well, again, that was a nice surprise when we announced our opening dates. We were surprised because that was at least 90 to 120 days out with the amount of tickets that were bought immediately. Certainly there was pent-up demand for those tickets, but it continued. I mean, today, mostly because of the internet, people tend to buy tickets closer in because their travel plans may change, their business plans may change. So we've been very pleasantly surprised at how many people have been buying tickets since we announced our September openings.
So given that, what are your expectations, let's call it, for later, towards the end of the year, in terms of how many theaters are going to be open and producing and having a production every night?
Well, fingers crossed. Right now we have 36 shows that have committed to open or reopen by the end of December. So that's about what was playing when we shut down on March 12th. And so we are expecting a very busy, successful fall.
And then finally, Charlotte, all of the ancillary services theater goers need, restaurants, enough hotels to stay in. Is that going to develop, you think, concurrently with Broadway's reopening, or do you think are they tracking a little faster than you'd hoped?
Well, actually, I think we're tracking together. Certainly, the restaurants and hotels in the Times Square area are very anxious for us to get open. The head of the Hotel Association of New York said, we're not really open till Broadway's open. So we're opening this week, and that's a good thing. Everybody will be back to work, or at least large numbers will be back to work.